David Raya saved the day for Arsenal after a horrible offensive display by Arsenal against Atalanta in the opening game in the UEFA Champions League this season. Well, for me personally, if you ask me, that was a fantastic performance by David Raya in that game. I couldn't just imagine what it would be like if Arsenal does not have a great goalkeeper like David Raya, because he has been one of the standout performer for Arsenal this season. In fact, I don't know how to describe this kind of display by Arsenal. It's one of it's one of a horrible game that I've seen Arsenal play this season. But for me personally, I will discuss this game from different perspectives. From tactical point of view, I would say in terms of defense, yeah, in terms of defense, I'll give all the defenders, I'll give them their flowers. David Raya, William Saliba, Gabriel, Ben White, Jurien Timber, Calafiori, they all did their part in that game, and at least this time around they still kept another clean sheet. I know this defensive display was it was all done by all the players, but the defenders did more in this game than the rest of the squad, which I think they deserve to be praised for their heroics in this game, because I could not just imagine what it would be like if Arsenal lost this opening game this opening game against Atalanta in the Champions League, because this new format, every team needs to be at their best and you need to rake in as much points as possible from this game. Tactically, Gasparini, I'll give it to him because he's one of a few tactical sound manager in European football, and today again they displayed that tactical genius against Arsenal. They had majority of the possession by standard, because we could not even play the way we want to play in this game, which is quite depressing for me as an Arsenal fan, because I could not really see something that Arsenal used to do. We could not dominate the game. We lack composure in that game, and oftentimes we lost the ball to the opponents in dangerous areas, which I think is just not typical Arsenal in this kind of game. But well, it is what it is. I'm still delighted. The bright spark for us today was David Raya, in which I discussed earlier. He saved that penalty twice. He saved the first penalty and he saved the header again, which is fantastic. If David Raya hasn't been at his best this season, I think Arsenal will have been an horrible start for Arsenal this season if David Raya has not really been at his best. But well, thank God for David Raya. We are just on track with his brilliant performances so far for Arsenal this season. And the penalty that was considered by Thomas Partey, that was another perspective. For me personally, it was a horrible tackle, I would say, because the guy has already beat. Once you hold him a little bit, I expect Thomas Partey to just let him go, then try as much as possible to chase, if it's possible, if he can catch up to him. And as well, we are having someone like William Saliba, who is already coming across this guy Emerson to block him off. But it is what it is. He made contact with his heel on the line, and that follows through into the box. It was a fair penalty, I would say. It was a fair penalty to Atalanta. But again, David Raya, this guy, I don't know. You have my heart now. I swear to God, you have my heart. I don't know what I could say, because this game, it was just a perfect night for David Raya in this game. And moving on to Martinelli's chance in that game, in the Champions League game. This is Champions League, and Champions League is played by elite teams around Europe. You could not get more chances than what Martinelli had in that game. Even if they are going to rule it out for offside, I think he would have done better in that situation, because you are one-on-one with the goalkeeper. You now blasted the ball over the bar in that kind of range. I think Martinelli has not really been at his best this season, and I think Mkhitaryan has been trying to just play this guy into form, because we all know what Martinelli could give to us in that team. However, this kind of scenario, in fact, I'm just so mad at Martinelli. I will express myself this night, because it was frustrating to see that kind of chance in this kind of crucial game that you know that Arsenal has not been playing great, and we have that kind of opportunity in that box. Martinelli could not convert from that kind of place. He blasted the ball over the bar, which I think is not good enough. I think he should have done better in that situation. But regardless, it wasn't a bad outing because we are away from home, and we are still able to get a point. And it is quite evident that we are missing Martin Odegaard in our midfield. It is quite obvious. It's written all over the place. This is the second game that he's been absent, and we have been struggling. We have been struggling massively to create chance. We have been struggling to get composure. We have been struggling to control games, and it's quite obvious that this guy is just one of the best players we have on the team, and he's quite important to this Arsenal squad. I don't know, because Mikel Arteta is just a big blow to us, because Mikel Arteta said in his press conference that we will be missing Martin Odegaard for a long while. I don't know how long that will be, because they said he ruptured a nerve. He ruptured a nerve in his ankle, which I think is not looking good for Arsenal at this point in time, because Martin Odegaard, we need him every game because he is the most creative player we have on the team. And now that we are missing him, this is the second game in a row where Arsenal we have been struggling. Last game we managed to score a goal from set piece, which I think that is what we need to do, because you need to find a way to win games. But today, it wasn't a bad outing, as I said earlier. It wasn't a bad outing. We are still able to get a point. But now I'm just waiting to hear the news that Martin Odegaard wouldn't miss more than 1 month or so, because now this is the second game running, and it's quite written all over the place that we are missing Martin Odegaard in this team, because we are not really creative. We are not creative in our playing. We lack composure. We lack composure, especially in this game. I'm not delighted with the way we play. We lack composure in this game, and we gave the ball away in dangerous areas, which could have resulted into us conceding goals from all those scenarios. Big up to all the defenders, because they did their job and they try as much as possible to keep Atalanta away. And again, David Raya also did his part. He did his part, because these are just the moment that you need your goalkeeper to step up, and he has stepped up this season for Arsenal. And in fact, there's nothing that this guy will do that will criticize him, because this time around he has been the bright spark for Arsenal since the beginning of this season, and he has been perfect for us so far this season, because he is just the positive things that I see from this game, and the fact that we did not concede, and we managed to still get a point and a clean sheet away from home, which are just the thing that I see, that these are the positive things that I see from the game. And from Mikel Arteta's point of view, I think he's still trying to shuffle things around to know what works for us, because when you are missing your key player, your most creative player on the team. Bukayo Saka has been struggling, because Martin Odegaard played on the right side of the pitch with Bukayo Saka and Ben White. That chemistry works well between these three players, and this time around in the last two games, Bukayo Saka has been struggling. Maybe that's likely due to the knocks that he had in the last game, because Mikel Arteta had to substitute him for Raheem Sterling in the 72nd minute of the game. So these are just the things that I see from the game, and I think Mikel Arteta just need to find solution to all these things as soon as possible, because this is not working. It's not really working. We are missing Martin Odegaard in this team. It's not really working for us at this point in time, and we need to find solution before it is too late. We need to find solution before it is too late, because this season we need to be at our best if we even stand a chance to win anything at all this season. Well, these are just the things that I see from the game. You can drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know your opinion about the game. Do you think that Martin Odegaard's absence contributed to this horrible performance that we'll be having in the last two games? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I will look forward to your thoughts. If you are just coming across this way for the very first time, please do well to like, share, and subscribe. If you are already, please kindly smash the like button and drop your thoughts in the comment section as well. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in another episode, and bye for now.